Today, we're taking a look at something we haven't looked at in a long time on this channel. Mystery tackle box. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, as you know, it's been a really long time since we've checked out mystery tackle box. You've probably seen my Guggen video. You can check it out here if you haven't. And kind of touch on some of the mystery tackle box stuff there. Yeah, they kind of didn't go away, but they kind of, I don't know, not really disappeared, but kind of went a little under the radar, I feel like. But apparently they've got a new improved box. They actually gave me an offer. All I had to do is pay shipping, so I decided to check it out again. We'll see if it's any good, and if it is, maybe we'll start unboxing it again on the channel. Let's go ahead and check it out. And this is the standard box. This is not the Pro, which is what I used to always get, but this was the offer they gave me for shipping costs, which I think was like $5 or something like that. So I figured $5 couldn't go wrong. All right, let's see here. So we've got this little card here, and it has a QR code on the back, so you can scan to see what's inside the box. So if you want to scan that and go along with me as I go through here, you can. I think this is pretty new. I feel like I might have seen this in 1 or 2 boxes right before I canceled my subscription previously. So that's interesting that it gives you like information on the items in the box. So that's kind of cool. So, as typical with mystery tackle box, you always get a sticker, which this one's interesting. This is a bass box, but that is definitely a trout. But I guess freshwater. Okay. So first item, we have a pack of spear point, just classic extra wide gap hook and the 3/0 size. But one of the things I don't like about mystery tackle box is a 2-pack, a sample pack. That's one of the things I've always disliked about some of these subscription boxes. It can't save that much money to only give you 2 hooks where the pack might have normally had 6 or even 5. It really? I don't know. But let me pull one of these out here. Yeah, they're pretty, I mean, these are pretty nice hooks. I wasn't familiar with them until I started getting mystery tackle boxes, or they started coming in them. But I've heard good things about them from people that I know that use them. I haven't had any issues with them since I've used them, but I mean, it's a pretty sharp hook. But I mean, I'm not mad about the hook. I just wish it was a full-size pack. But again, that's a spear point, extra wide gap hook, and 3/0. Yeah, it's, again, I like the hooks, but a 2-pack, come on. It can't be that much of a difference in price. I mean, you're still paying for the packaging. At this point, I almost feel like the packaging is just as much as the expense of putting 3 more hooks in there. All right, so the next thing we have in here, we have a 0 gravity jig. It's a slow fall, and I don't know what the color is, but it looks like it would probably be like a, I don't know, a bluegill or something like that. On the back it says this will fall 1 foot for every 3 seconds. Revolutionary lead-free jig head design, which is interesting, because it's certainly not tungsten, because as big as that is, tungsten would be a lot heavier. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, it looks nice. I don't want to take it out of the packaging because I don't want to damage it, so I can't hang it up on my lure wall. But it is kind of cool that these are made by Catch Outdoors, which is based right here in North Carolina. I always like supporting local, so that's kind of cool. But if you want to see the info on the back of the card, there you go. Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, I would definitely give that a try at some point. Next thing we got in here, we have a pack of cream These are jerk baits in Disco Violet. I've never really been a cream lure user. I know they've been around forever and they were like the lure for a long time. I can't say anything bad about these. They look nice. They oddly have no, well, I guess it's not that odd, but I feel like a lot of lures now have some sort of liquid scent on them or something, but these absolutely don't. They're dry. But they look nice. I mean, it's almost like a salt and pepper. What do they call the color? Disco Violet. Yeah, it's almost like a salt and pepper color with a little bit of like real small blue flake and then a blue, maybe even purple pearlescence to the white plastic. But I mean, these look nice. I mean, I'm not a soft plastic jerkbait user, but I mean, can't complain about these. Colors looks good. I mean, pretty universal color here. So, but yeah. But again, that's the cream jerkbait in Disco Violet. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about these. Again, I'm not a jerkbait user, so I can't really say if they would necessarily work that great, but they seem, I have no complaints about them. So yeah, I mean, so far, not too shabby other than the hooks. All right, next thing we have in here, we have a pack of net bait 5-inch ions and watermelon candy. And these must have some sort of scent either in them or on them because they have that bait fuel. And let's see. Yeah, so it does have a bait scent in it, or as a part of it. Okay, so it's definitely in it because it's not wet. It definitely smells like it has something in it. It smells similar to Deep Creek Lures scent, but I think they have a little bit, I think Deep Creek Lures has a little bit stronger scent. But if you want to see me unbox some of their stuff, check out right here. I've done a couple of unboxings on the channel with their stuff. As a matter of fact, I caught my biggest bass on one of their lures, and you can check that out right here. But yeah, these are nice. They're stick baits, so gonna be something like a wacky rig, so it's not something necessarily that I use. I know I should, but I do like the color though. The green with the purple and black flake, and looks like it does have some green flake in it too. But they feel nice. They've got a good scent. I would say I would give these a try. The only thing is having the right hooks and weights and everything for it, which I'm pretty sure I have, so that shouldn't be a problem. Again, that's the net bait 5-inch ion and watermelon candy. Yeah, these seem pretty nice. So they seem relatively durable too. So I'm not too disappointed so far. If you haven't checked it out already, go check out my link below and go grab some great outdoor apparel for either you or your loved ones for the upcoming holiday season. And anything you buy through my link helps support the channel, and we really appreciate it. All right, and the last thing in here, we have a Team Arc LP58 lipless crankbait in Ghost Minnow. I've definitely seen some Team Arc stuff before in definitely Mystery Tackle Box, and I think I've seen some in the Monster Bass unboxings too, which if you haven't seen any of those, here's a link to, it'll be my last Monster Bass, which is, it's been a while for those. And if you want to see me unbox Monster Bass again, let me know in the comments. I'm looking at trying to figure out some other stuff to unbox instead of just 6 cents. I know a lot of people like 6 cents, and I do too, but Kind of gets old opening the same thing over and over again. All right, so this looks pretty nice. It's really heavy, which I think it did say, yeah, it's a sinking lipless crankbait. And it's 11/16 of an ounce, man. And yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it. Hooks seem pretty sharp, and it's got a lot of rattles in it. I can see them. I don't know how they show up on camera, but I can see them through the body. It's just slightly opaque, but it has a lot of rattles. Ow. But it has a lot of rattles in it. Yeah, they're pretty loud, so definitely is not a finesse lure, but it looks nice. I want to say this is probably one of my favorite arc lures I've seen. The paint job looks great. Hooks are nice and sharp. I don't feel like they're oversized, even though I'm not a huge fan of treble hooks. I prefer inline hooks, but some lures just seem to run better with treble hooks. So again, that's the Team Arc LP 5/8 in Ghost Minnow. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite arc or Team Arc lure I've seen. This might actually have to go in my tackle box. All right, so what do you think about the mystery tackle box? I wasn't disappointed. I still have some of the same gripes. The sample pack hooks. Stop. That's been a gripe of most people that I know of that unbox stuff. The cost savings can't be enough to really justify only giving somebody 2 hooks. But anyway, let us know in the comments what you think about the mystery tackle box. And if you think I should start unboxing mystery tackle box again on the channel, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. And if you see more content like this in the future, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.